Evening. Good to have us all here again. Um, I just feel the need for us to have an overview of the thread we took earlier. That was during the London session. It was a trade on EURUSD. All right, so this is it. If you notice, the opening today was a little bit wide, and usually what I do on a day like this, I mapped out the high and the low of that very opening. It's called the opening gap. That's the difference between the previous week and this very present week that we are. We had this large opening here from this end to here. So this was the opening for Euro USD. So when I came to the chart this morning and I noticed it has been graded. You see, we'll have the upper quadrant here, and we have the high, we have the upper quadrant, and the consequent encroachment, that's the midpoint. So usually if we are, that's how I trade it, it will sometimes open and the market does not just leave a gap like that and just go away. Usually to come for a correction or to have that very gap refilled before it goes to the direction it will be going. And if you pay a very close attention, you will notice that the USD pairs have been bullish. Because why? The dollar index have been bearish. And when I came, I noticed one of the confirmation was the fact that all of these pairs, they closed bullish last Friday. They closed bullish. So usually on a scenario like that, I only look for opportunity to go bullish. And when I came, I have this graded. That's the high, the upper quadrant, the middle and lower quadrant, and you have the low. And I have those areas marked out. And another thing I do is this. I had this Asia level marked out. And so the Asian low. And I also have the Asian high, which was here. That was the high. All right, so when I came here this morning, I noticed this one. Earlier today, I had no trade because there's no really a confirmation on the fact that, okay, initially I was anticipating for a reversal back to this very area where we had this break of structure. So this was not actually very strong, but the plan was if this fails, then we anticipate for this very one down here. This. Okay, the idea was if this fails and maybe we had a lost year, we're going to wait for the market here again. That's if we still have our bias was still going to be bullish. Okay, so having mapped out those areas, I had the Asian range marked out, the high and the low. And usually, if you've actually been following us for a while now, I told us once a time, and it has been stated many of the times. If you've been following, I said area of liquidity that I pay attention to are the session liquidities and the daily, the monthly, weekly. Yes, they are the areas I pay attention to, very close attention to. So when I came, I noticed this rate on the euro pair. There was this rate on the Asian low. And when I had this rate here, which was at this point, I was okay anticipating to maybe let's see if there's a possible reversal since the market has been bullish. So we're only looking for a possibility of going long, and it plays out amazingly. So we had this rate, and closed and gave us another block, which can also be stated or seen as engulfing candle. So when I saw that, I told the group, I told my community that we had a red on the Asian low. That means to say the Asian low have been taken. So we are going to be looking for a possibility to go long to buy the Euro USD. And after I close on this, just on the, let's just scale down and see. So after that, I had this on the 15 minutes. I was anticipating for an inversion here, anticipated for an inversion at this point, for this to be an inverted fair value gap at this point. But something happened. The candle that I was anticipating was this, didn't close above it, came back. See, so there's a red also on this very one, which means that this fair value gap was violated. So when I saw that on the 15 minute, I scaled down to the 5 minute. On the 5 minute now, we had this area that I consider very very amazing, and it was very clean. So on the 5 minute, you see this area is still even marked. Just highlight it for clarity. So this was the area I entered. This was, we had an order block from here, and we also have we have a break of structure. Have a break of structure in the 5 minutes. I'll have a fair value gap. So the confirmation was so perfect, and when I entered at this point, I entered this market at this point, and my stop loss was just below, just like you can see it, just below. But the market was not really. The one thing you have to put in mind is once you are on a trade, you don't have the capacity of controlling that trade. So it's either you wait for it or you go out, you get out of the market. So the market can actually just do what it wants to do, some of the times. So I entered this trade and it came back during the Asia, took the London's and London low as well, because I think the markings are not there. Okay, I have the London session to be here. This was the London low. Interesting. Oh, okay, from this end, let me just mark it out from this end. So this was the London session. And we took out the high during the New York session this afternoon. When we took out the high, I was still holding. And you see this trade plays out just amazingly. So that's just the power of confirmation. Have to have confluences that give you confidence that a trade can actually. And this, funny enough, this is the only trade we took today, and it plays out amazingly, amazingly. So that being said, that will be all for now, and see you on the next